on TopHill, episode 245. Welcome to another episode of the Top Hill Live. This is your boy, Mr. Top Hill Live, aka Imani Raw. And we got a special guest in the freaking building. It's our guy Joe with Authentic African in the building. Round of applause. Yes, sir. We're back. We back. What's popping, Joe? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. Good Monday morning. Good Monday. Well, it was a good morning. It was a good Monday overall. Had an earlier live stream that went really well. And I'm here for the second one. I'm looking forward to seeing what we have to react to. I like doing this blind, not knowing what's coming. So you get my actual unfiltered reaction. So I'm looking forward to it.
That's a true Top Hill way, man. We go in blind. we run over that mountaintop of hill, be like, oh, whoa, what's going on over here? Sometimes we get hit in the neck, and people are like, you should have done more research. But I love this show because we get to learn in real time, we get to grow in real time and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. So shout out to the official Carmen as well too. Shout out to Carmen. She'll be back next week. I see you, Carmen, in the chat. Today, guys, we're streaming everywhere. Not only just YouTube, but we're on Twitch, we're on Kick, we are on Facebook, we are on X, and for the first time, Instagram. What's popping? What's going on, y'all? So yeah, man, we're gonna have a fun show tonight. We got a lot queued up, and our guy Joe's gonna be rocking with us tonight, man. Joe, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, man. Well, let's just get right into it. The first video that I got is from the Yard Bros, man. I really rock with their channel. Super dope couples channel. And they actually just dropped this video a day ago. But the title really struck out to me. It says the United States of Collapse. Why leave?
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead. Did Instagram kick me out already? Let me see.
I'm live on IG.
Okay, cool.
I think you should be still live.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and tap into this jump real quick. If you guys are new here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Let's get into it.
It's all one big lie. This is the invention of whiteness in the United States. It's been dangerous for Black people's existence. From slavery to Jim Crow to debt peonage, the crack era, to the present day of white reflection.
They are evil, murderous, violent, bestial people.
One of our major reasons for Black people to leave the United States, not now, but right now, is the unprovoked and unchecked escalation of white violence, white lies, and white depravity in the United States. Are still.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. They going hard in the paint off the early on this show, man. They're like,
militant.
No filter.
Wow.
Yeah, that went in 2025. Yes. It's not a historical thing. There still sundown towns in the United States in 2025. Yes.
The body of 21-year-old Trey Reed was found hanging from a tree.
There are sick people not looking for any cures.
Yet another MAGA child predator.
The Surrey County Board of Elections chair has resigned, accused of putting drugs in his granddaughter's ice cream.
Donald Trump's former spiritual advisor pleaded guilty yesterday to sexually abusing a 12-year-old girl.
Trump also pardoned Mr. David Daniel, who was convicted of production and possession of child pornography.
James Dosnell was appointed to the position of trust. He is alleged to have abused and exploited those vulnerable infants and toddlers.
They molest children at a high rate.
Behind every accusation is confession.
Milwaukee County Circuit Court judge is now facing federal charges accused of distributing child pornography.
And now he says if you're not on board with the Epstein cover-up, I don't want your support. You're a weakling.
Shit going on and somebody's be here to police.
You suck.
A society is judged by how safe it is for its most vulnerable population, the babies. In places like Japan, there are certain cities where 2- and 5-year-olds walk to the grocery stores by themselves, catch public transportation by themselves. Safety is a social norm that the entire community shares. That ain't America. In America, the social norm is the plantation is untamed and filled with house niggas predators, and shooters of every variety. Well, not every variety.
Until we all
Wow. I mean,
wow.
I mean, he went right in. I mean, look, Thomas Swalwell, you know, Clarence Thomas, you know, these are people I've known people to find them to be role models, not me, but this guy is really going in, very militant, very aggressive in his tone and his speech, I must say. But you know, backed up with facts and stats, you know, I mean, there's a lot of facts and stats being thrown in there. So yeah, there's a little bit of an echo. I don't know if that's the video when it's playing or if man, this video is captivating. It's aggressive though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm just going to second that, man. Viewer discretion is advised. I should have put that in the beginning. I had no idea we was going this hard in the paint this early, man. But he had some shit to get off his chest. He did. You know, for real. So
yes.
Yo, he put the Kendrick
right
theme in there. You know it's serious.
Well, how about the play on the album artwork for They're Not Like Us with the on top of the White House?
Right. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you know, you know.
You know. Facts. I'm gonna test this audio real quick and make sure. I'm just gonna rewind it real quick and test it. The new system today, guys. So
community shares. That in America. In America, the social norm is community shares. That in America. In America, the social norm.
Okay, yeah, there's an echo. All right, let me try to fix that first.
The way he get, like this scene just jumps right in. I wasn't prepared for that. I was not prepared for how he would, like, mid-sentence went straight to this.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. He had to get something off his chest.
Right.
Not playing around. This guy came to make a statement.
Yeah. Can you hear it?
I don't think so.
Plantation is untamed and filled with house niggas, predators.
You can't hear it?
I think it's a little better. I mean, you can still hear it. You can still hear the audio though. It just has a little bit of the echo afterwards.
Okay.
And shooters of every variety. Well, not every variety. And shooters of every variety. Not every variety.
It sounds good on my end now.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good now. I'm gonna just run this back from the beginning, just because the audio was messed up. But all right, viewer discretion is advised. Put the kids to bed. We're talking real ish right now. Let's get to it.
Yikes.
It's all one big lie. Since the invention of whiteness in the United States, it's been dangerous for Black people's existence. From slavery to Jim Crow to dead peonage, the crack era, to the present day of white deflection.
They are evil, murderous, violent, bestial people.
One of our major reasons for Black people to leave the United States, not now, but right now, is the unprovoked and unchecked escalation of white violence, white lies, and white depravity in the United States.
Are still getting lynched in 2025. Yes, it's not a historical thing. There's still sundown towns in the United States in 2025. Yes.
The body of 21-year-old Trey Reed was found hanging from a tree.
There are sick people not looking for any cures.
Yet another MAGA child predator.
Missouri County Board of Elections chair has resigned, accused of putting drugs in his granddaughter's ice cream.
Donald Trump's former spiritual advisor pleaded guilty yesterday to sexually abusing a 12-year-old girl.
Trump also pardoned Mr. David Daniel, who was convicted of production and possession of child
Plantation activity.
James Gosnell was appointed to the position of trust. He is alleged to have abused and exploited the most vulnerable
for infants and toddlers.
They molest children at a high rate.
Behind every accusation is confession.
Milwaukee County Circuit Court judge is now facing federal charges accused of distributing child pornography.
And now he says if you're not on board with the Epstein cover-up, oh, I don't want your support. You're a weakling.
Shit going on, and some of these be here to police.
You suck.
A society is judged by how safe it is for its most vulnerable population, the babies. In places like Japan, there are certain cities where 2 and 5-year-olds walk to the grocery stores by themselves, catch public transportation by themselves. Safety is a social norm that the entire community shares. That ain't America. In America, the social norm is the plantation is untamed and filled with house niggas, predators, and shooters of every variety. Well, not every variety.
Until we all address the situation with white men, we're never going to get anywhere.
2024, white people committed 53% of the reported crimes, while black people only committed 25%. So this narrative.
Wait, he's throwing up some facts right there. Yo, if I had a quarter every single time I mention about, going back to Africa or something like that, they're like, oh, fine, great, the crime will go down, and then the food stamps will be this, and I'm like, y'all do know, like, y'all use more food stamps than black people, right? like, come on, y'all. Like,
the number one perpetrators of food stamp fraud. Who do you think it is?
Exactly.
No, it's not us, right? I mean, I think what happens a lot with these folks, what they're not realizing is a lot of the issues and the things that are the ills of society that they have issues with mostly have to do with people being underprivileged and poor.
Right.
Most crime happens in poor neighborhoods. And by the way, violent crime happens amongst people who know other people generally. Mm-hmm. And where does that happen most? It happens in poor white neighborhoods. Actually, that's where the most of the crime actually happens.
Yeah.
Is a higher percentage of let's say incarcerations amongst people of color, and that can be to a number of different things, and many times it has to do with incorrectly unidentifying or incorrectly identifying someone, and in other cases, look, at the end of the day, it disproportionately happens in poor neighborhoods, and redlining and other things led to people of African descent living in America, living in many of these neighborhoods. But at the end of the day, the large proportion of, or the largest portion of crime committed in the United States is not from people of American minority households.
Right. We're just overly policed and overly charged and overly incarcerated. So. And
there it is. There it is.
If on 13% of the population, 50% of the crime is wrong. You know who actually commits 50% of the crime?
More white men.
By making up only 28% of the USA population, FBI data shows that white men are 55% of kidnappers, 56% of rapists, 58% of mass unalivers, and you get the point.
I have seen what can happen to a society that is based on hatred and distrust.
The backside, America is overflowing with sickos.
What the hell? Backstage before a show, yes, and everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. No men are anywhere, and I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that everything's good. Is everyone okay? They stated it with no clue. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women.
They need to get rid of the criminals. These are hardcore criminals. They were born to be criminals, frankly.
And they're not trying to do anything about it. It's always about
black on black crime.
Black on black problem.
Black on black crime.
Black on black crime.
What about black on black crime?
This next reason,
turn your punk ass on,
is a reverse alley-oop from white lies
to it, man.
White exhaustion. But first, a little housekeeping business.
If you ain't black, stay the fuck out the business.
Stay the fuck out the business. Stay the fuck out the business.
So let's be real about what causes black folks fatigue.
White people attempting to rebrand white rage by co-opting the term black fatigue as though it's a phenomenon they actually experienced but only recently found the language to talk about is both dystopianly weird and tragically on brand.
And after generations of harm, now you want us to coddle you to make you feel better and tell you it's okay. Well, it's not.
Because why are you searching for us? Why are you monitoring us? You guys have the biggest monitoring spirits of life. If you're so tired of us, just leave us alone.
These aren't white people want to deflect from their violence. They always say stuff like, look at all the violence in Chicago. Like, no, bitch, look into why your husband keeps dipping off into your child's room.
They need to. Oh my God. Yo.
Yeah, that was aggressive. That's aggressive.
That was a lot. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I've seen like some of this white fatigue hit my TikTok algorithm where I'm just seeing there is something with white people, not all, of course, but just seeing videos of like people telling them what to do, how to do it. Like it's almost as if they're parents speaking to children. There was a Netflix documentary that just came out recently. I think it was something like The World's Worst Neighbor or something like that. And it had this this white lady in a neighborhood. She was always complaining about the kids playing outside. And she would call the cops like all the time, to the point where the cops actually knew, the parents of all the children and stuff like that. And like, they're just kids. They're not really bothering anybody. But one day this lady actually ended up shooting one of the mothers when the mothers came and confronted her because she threw like some rollerblades at one of the children. And so the mother came to confront her, and then this white lady shot her through the door, like through her locked door in her house. You know what I mean? And so she ended up getting convicted, thank God. But like there's just so many. There's no need for me to name the full list of like, tragedies and stuff that happen, but there's definitely some fatigue of, there's a reason why the term Karen exists. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Feel needed. These must don't go an hour without thinking about us.
The copying, the whitewashing, the centering themselves by playing victim.
I'm tired of being exposed to food that's been seasoned with air and imagination.
I'm tired of y'all birthing and raising serial killers.
I'm tired of kids not being safe in school. I'm tired of mass shootings in public places.
Whips have been replaced with wages. And just like the plantation, the system feeds on your exhaustion. While low IQ slave patrols police black and brown bodies, corporations cash the checks. Nothing has changed. Escape the plantation.
So we'll
see. Real quick though.
Yeah.
So, look, I agree with the overall premise of the video, right? That there is so much that makes it so that people want to leave the United States, right? I agree. I do have to be clear, though, that when people are dancing in front of a camera in a public space, you can't be confused when people look at you.
Right.
I mean, like that is a thing that people are going to look at. I'm not going to say that in many cases, because I mean, I've had my own fair share of instances with Karens, right? I mean, I've definitely had like, film shoots shut down and things like that shut down because of that. But I mean, you got to be honest, like that video on the far left, right? Or on the left, where she was like at a Walmart or something and she had her phone propped up and she's dancing. Anybody who's in line is going to be watching, right? Yeah. Whether you know the dance or not, you're going to be watching. Somebody has a phone propped up and they're dancing and you're waiting in line. There's nothing else going on unless you're on your phone. Now, yes, I think sometimes it can be excessive. Like if somebody's just eating and they're staring at you, that's one thing, which I've seen those videos. But it does, to me, I think that it's a little bit of an over-exaggeration for people who are in public with a phone propped up, dancing on camera, and people looking at them. Of course, that's a different thing from people just minding their own business and eating.
Right. I'll say this too to chime in. Like, are there instances where it might be warranted? Absolutely. Like I had a personal experience myself. I go to a gym. I was in the sauna trying to relax, And here comes a guy coming in with his music blasting in the speakers. I was like, bro, why can't you wear headphones like everybody else? I don't want to hear your music. I'm trying to, relax. I'm in the sauna. So yeah, at that point, yeah, I'm annoyed just like everybody else is. You know what I mean? But there's also those instances too. Like I'm just thinking about some stuff on the top of my head. I remember watching a video of this guy in the gym, and he's recording himself working out. And then somebody comes, a white lady comes up to him and says, "You can't record in here." And the guy's like, "Actually, I can. I have permission." And she just, refuses to believe it. You know what I mean? Or the people who have gyms in their apartment complexes, and people coming up to them and saying, "Do you live here?" You know what I mean? Like, would you ask any other white person that was working out if they lived here? Why are you asking this black person, does he live here or not? You know what I mean? So, it exists, yes. Sometimes it's warranted, certain circumstances, right? Like in public areas, stuff like that, I get it. But, some of this white fatigue is definitely real for sure.
Yeah, and I think one last thing I'll say is, I think for all of us, one thing that we got to keep in mind is during the civil rights movement or any movement for any protected class, in order for them to take a case all the way to the Supreme Court, you have to have the perfect example of that thing for it to be able to be taken to the point where it creates change. For example, right? If Rosa Parks was someone who was seen as argumentative or loud or things like that, I don't think the impact would have been the same as a person who was, who seemed like, she should have been able to sit down, right? Like, I think anybody who agreed with that old guard of Jim Crow would look at her and say, she should, why can't she? You have to have, like, there's always examples when you takes it to the Supreme Court. There's always an example of something that the other side can't argue against, right? That's what you're always looking for, is something that you can't. Don't give bad actors something to work with, is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah. And I think that's the thing that, if you're going to make an example out of something, that's the point I'm trying to make with her being at Walmart. That video is not a good example. A better example would be people who are just like eating, what I'm saying? And there are people staring at them, which there are plenty of videos of that, right? That is the example of something where, why can't somebody just eat in peace without people staring at them, right? So yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I think is just having the right examples so that you don't have you don't give bad actors something to work with,
Exactly. And also too, I mean, they're going really hard on the pain in this video. I clicked on this because it was curious to me. I had no idea that they were going to go this far. I'm curious to see how far they're going to take it. But we're getting more to the point of why leave. So let's see what they
let's see what they got. I mean, they got some good examples so far. So, let's see.
In this here video, trying to see what we're talking about. So here we go. Leave us alone.
This pulls us into our next reason that you should get out of America. America's favorite sport, psychological warfare, a nonstop barrage of half-truths.
The absence of a weapon does not mean that there's an absence of danger.
Fake empathy, disingenuous commentary, entire networks, organizations, and political organizations propped up to pump out massive propaganda aimed directly at the black spirit.
Every nigga in America wake up playing defense.
The media industrial complex profits off of black pain. Crime shows, viral police footage, mugshot journalism. The American dream functions like gaslighting, and the media's job is to rebrand the American dream and sell it to you over and over again. Our enemies are taught that life is a zero-sum game. If anyone else is winning, then they must be losing. And their perverted desire is for everyone else to lose miserably by any means necessary.
We don't live in the same America. There's one for white people, and then there's one for us. And theirs, mistakes are lessons. And ours, mistakes are records. Two societies built side by side, but only one gets to call itself normal. They say just work hard, but they built the ladder on a tilted floor, right? They set the standards too. Professionalism that demands we tuck away our tongues. Articulate speech that means sound white, a smile that hides anger, a tune that reassures. They teach us to bleach not just our hair, but our being. That's the real assimilation, the slow trade of self for survival. And every time we perform, we keep their world spinning. But we can't heal inside of a house built on harm. We can't do that.
If you know somebody that needs to hear this message, please share this content and help this video go viral in the community.
The greatest moment in history for any brown or black country is the moment that the white man's ships arrive on your shore.
Slavery is not inherently evil. For 13% of the population, and they commit 58% of all the murder.
I'm going to break this stack down every chance I get for y'all.
They spew off some off-kilter bullshit just to see you chasing your tail while they run off with the bank. Don't fall for it, man. Don't piss in the wind. Organize. Do something useful other than proving that their lies are lies.
If niggas really want to excel as a people, man, we got to reject everything. We got to unlearn everything we was taught. We got to operate outside of this system in order to build our own system. Until you operate outside this system, you'll never achieve a bitch ass thing because you steady sniffing up the white man ass, asking him to solve the very problem that he's causing for you in your community. Crazy as fuck.
We need to nullify the game, y'all.
We stand a better chance of ignoring the fuck out of these people. They're energy vampires. They're begging for us to react to something. They're begging for us to protest something.
The next reason is the deep divide within America. And in this day, almost everything is a trigger.
A house divided will fall. Not only is it biblical principle, it's also historical fact. The Romans, the Huns, the Ottomans, and the Russians all collapsed from internal division. And America is so lost in the sauce that the president and all the president's men are sowing division and destabilizing the country everywhere that they can.
Hate America, really.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
I've stopped 8 wars. Stop lying.
Quadrupling healthcare.
17 million Americans cut from this bill.
Shutting down the government.
This is now the longest government shutdown of any kind ever.
Completely ignoring the needs of the working class.
The government is using real human lives as leverage in this political bitch fight.
I don't understand why we are giving another country $20 billion.
America has turned into a battle royale where anything goes.
I mean, if you are not getting active death threats, you're not really doing much for the country.
Political
SUV
assassinations.
had red and blue flashlights. Suspects posing as police officers.
Overwhelming white-on-white violence. Police versus ICE. The government versus the people. America has turned into a culture of divisiveness where everything is debate.
Job, you've never accomplished anything.
What do you say to the 13 women that you sexually harassed?
Including the truth.
Are you acting right now? Do you really
I'm
believe
telling
this?
the truth. There's no systemic racism that I've experienced here in America.
The battlegrounds are blood-soaked, tribal, toxic, and intolerable. What the fuck? It's time to escape the madness.
Or you decide that you got to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
And this leads us to our final reason that we believe America right now.
What did he say?
Yeah, involuntary lethal injection. That was on the 5. He threw that as an idea out there. Yeah, that's what's on in the living rooms of many Americans around the country. Yeah, that's that. Yeah. And then that guy being on the couch there gives them a permission structure to be able to be how they are.
Right.
Yeah, I watch what's going on Fox News. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
Kilmeade, I think that's his name, Brian Kilmeade. If you want to enrage yourself, listen to that guy speak for an hour. You know, that, and this is like, I mean, think about, you know, their audience is middle America. It's people who are predominantly white, people who are over a certain age. And it's just a constant flow of that information all day long, right? Anytime they turn on the news, that's what they're watching. That's the information they have. Anyway, as the video goes on, I feel like it gets to like the specifics, which you know, they get your attention at the very beginning.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
It's a lot all at once.
It's a lot.
But as they go through it, I like how they educate. You know, they shock at the beginning and then they go through and educate throughout. So I can appreciate that about this video. The shocking was very shocking though at the beginning. I can't lie.
Yeah, it was. It was for me too. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is probably the most. This is probably one of the most triggering videos that I've ever clicked on this show in the last 6 years. I'm not gonna lie, man. This video is heavy. It is heavy, man. We gonna get to it.
The class warfare that the poor are losing in America.
Pause.
You've been voted out. Please return to your seat.
Today, there isn't a single state, metropolitan area, or county in the United States where a full-time worker earning the local minimum wage can afford a 2-bedroom apartment.
Crash out.
Shit, a 1-bedroom. Like from the stat that I saw, it's hard to afford a 1-bedroom off of minimum wage in each state, let alone a 2.
I'm just so tired. I'm currently drowning in $60,000 worth of debt.
Welcome how rich you are. I can work every day dealing with these fucking people like, bitch. I must be the problem. I'm tired.
We have no savings. We have nothing to fall back on.
I need a fucking break. I need a fucking vacation. Like,
I am so fucking sick of paying bills. Wow!
I could have sworn that when you go and get a job, it's supposed to pay you enough money for you to live, not pay you enough money to piss you the fuck off.
And our parents got the fucking nerve to say, oh, we did this shit. Bitch, your rent was $2.
Like, realistically speaking, these jobs is on that bullshit. I see why motherfuckers trapped. I see why Franklin Saints exist. I see why they do this shit, bro. At first, I'd be like, man, I can never do that shit. Now I'm starting to think like, damn, what's the recipe?
Bitch, groceries was 90 cents.
Because I'll be in that kitchen water whipping. You got me up.
Food, safety, security, employment, Maslow's hierarchy of needs are all being threatened right now. All of this seems to be forcing Americans into a position of slavery.
If you wanted to create a system to make people poor and keep them poor, this is the system you would create.
This shit is exhausting. America is a fucking plantation.
He's not wrong, and the overseers are the corporations. Here's a short story. The Hebrews walked into Egypt as free people, and they were turned into slaves by the hard work, by restriction of resources. The Israelites were once free people, living in Egypt as honored guests, descendants of Joseph, the man who helped save the nation from famine. But as time passed, a new Pharaoh rose that didn't remember Joseph, who didn't care about any of Joseph's contributions to the land. He looked at the Israelites, their numbers growing, their strength, their unity. They didn't see neighbors. He saw a threat and a workforce. So fear turned into policy, and the policy turned into chains. Brick by brick, city by city, the Israelites were forced into hard labor and became slaves for 430 years. The people who once thrived were now enslaved by their own productivity. Eat, sleep, work, repeat. This is the definition of a wage slave. And this is what America is turning its general population into. Profits and wages flow upward to the executive class.
You know what? Do I want to say it? Everything about the Hebrews and Egypt is kind of alleged, but it's.
I'm gonna leave that one alone, but
based on
I will say that history was written far after the time that it occurred.
See, Joe, this is why you here, man. Because I'll be saying it ignorantly. I'll be saying like, "Hey, yo, there ain't no records of this," but anyway. But I get his point. His point still stands, But that slaves did not build the pyramids, y'all. Like, I'm sorry, that just did not happen. It's on the same level of the aliens built it. I'll be honest. I don't know who built them, the pyramids. It's insane. And I don't know if you ever seen the documentary on like everything about the pyramids, like how it links up to the golden number, Orion's belt, the coordinates equal the speed of light. There's so much math and brilliance that goes behind the Great Pyramids that to say that it was just done by slavery. I mean, just one brick is like the weight of like 10 SUVs that came from 100 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
How inhumanly possible? They still don't know for a fact how it was built. So, but yeah.
They don't. I was there, and if you talk to anybody, they'll tell you we don't know.
Yeah, and that is the right answer.
They don't know.
That is the correct answer, man. To this day, they can't replicate that. That's insane.
I will say though, one of the things that that he's bringing up here, which I think is important to think about, is this. The wealth inequality in the United States has grown tremendously, and one of the things that was talked about, like towards the fourth quarter of this video, was that young lady I think she was in her car, pissed off about wages, and the previous generation saying, "Why don't you work like we did?" And to her point, the rate of inflation and the rate of growth has not changed. Do you know that the minimum wage for like what is it, like waiters, waitresses, etc., has been like $2 since like 1997?
Yeah, insane.
Right. But like what $2 can buy you now versus what it could buy you in 1997 is a very different place to be in.
Right.
Like it just these things, right? When you think about the minimum wage being there's no federal minimum wage, right? There's minimum wage by states. Many times it's not enough to actually be a minimum to survive off of.
Right.
You know, all these things. And I think one of the things that I think that we can call out here is there are many people that are blaming two groups. They blame immigrants for this issue, right? And, you know, coming in and quote unquote stealing jobs. And they also blame people of color for leaning too much on the government for the government resources. And both could not be further from the truth.
Right.
Really, all it is subsidies are given to the very wealthy, and they call it subsidies and they call it entitlements when it's people who need it the most. Number one. Number two, and they do that so that they want us fighting each other, so that they can continue doing what they want to do.
Absolutely.
Right? And that's how it has been. That's what it continues to be. Now, the point that is being made here, I also don't want it lost on us that we do not want to end up becoming that same thing in Africa. And I know the goal is to say, you know, this is happening to you in America, go to Africa. But, you know, gentrification is a thing. So we have to be very careful with what we're doing, how we're communicating, who we bring with us. Right. All these things are important to think about, and we have to be thoughtful about it. Right. So anyway, that was a point I wanted to make because I'm listening to this and I'm like, there are a lot of good points being made. And I think sometimes I just want to make sure we don't get lost in the sauce of like, you know, we need to escape that to go here, but we don't want to produce the same thing there. I saw the other day that was talking about, you know, Liberia when Liberia was in its current form was founded by the United States, and how, you know, freed African enslaved people who were now Americans moved back there, and what had happened in terms of them becoming the ruling class within the country. You know, and in Sierra Leone, there was land given to people who were freed, enslaved folks that had moved to Sierra Leone and founded Freetown. Land was given away to people and taken from indigenous people. So we just have to keep that in mind. There is a history of another kind of colonization that we have to be sure that we do not end up reproducing. Right. Anyway, food for thought, things to think as we all talk about the great migration that is coming. We also want to just ensure that we're not doing anything to be like the others who have come before us who didn't look like us.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. We're coming back to build, grow together, not to repeat what's happening here in the West. You know what I mean? So no, absolutely great point. And yeah, man. And also I don't want to lose the point of the video as well too. Like, you know, when, like you mentioned, the immigrants coming over, taking our jobs, they're taking a job that we don't want. Like, let's just be honest. Like, y'all not going to go out there and do those jobs. They are. You know what I mean? Without them, we will be in a lot of freaking trouble. You know what I mean? And then, you know, for us, the, you know, Black Americans, we don't take up all the resources they do. But anyway, moving right along.
Right.
The rich get richer.
The biggest corporations in the history of America, the biggest corporations in the history of the world, the richest corporations in the history of the world, they're making money like we've never seen before, but they don't want to pay their workers. Amazon's president earned $40.1 million in total compensation. Only problem is Amazon's average worker is making $37,181.
Rich people own all the stuff that we need to survive, and then they use that power to force people to work for them for less than what they deserve. And the only option you have is like work or you're out on the street.
America is the place where the corporations control everything, all major cross sections of life: food, electricity, housing, and government.
Head of Kroger, Rodney McMullen, gave himself a pay raise. He now makes $21 million
a year. Virtually all major grocery categories are now more expensive than they were a year ago.
The corporate profits are at a 70-year high.
A new survey shows that about a quarter of Americans are using buy now, pay later apps like Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay just to buy groceries. We're talking about milk, eggs, and pasta on a payment plan.
The whole idea was to create a landless class of peasants who had no choice other than to sell their labor power in order to.
And also, I don't know if you guys saw this too, but Trump is trying to push a 50-year mortgage plan to help more people get houses. That is freaking insane. 50-year loan.
Yeah. Yeah. So just so everybody's aware, right? The idea of the 30-year mortgage felt like a good idea when it first came. You know, I don't want to go too far into this because it's off the topic of the conversation, but the 30-year mortgage was it felt like a good idea at the beginning because it's like it gives everybody opportunity to own a home. Right. What you find though, especially, and I don't know how many people know people who bought homes in the early 2000s, right? And then had to go through the financial crisis and refinance. But I know people who bought houses for $100,000 and still owe $80,000 on that house 20 years later.
Yeah.
Right. Because of refinancing and all other kinds of things, you know, interest rates, you know, paying off your principal takes half the time. Right. So now if you go, that's a 30-year mortgage. Now, if we're talking about going to a 50-year mortgage, you're just increasing the amount of money that the person owns. You're just a renter of that house from the bank. You're never owning that house. You know, the idea, this actually came from Zohran Mamdani winning in New York, talking about affordable housing, made it so that other folks felt like they have to talk about affordability, but obviously they don't have solutions. They just throw out, but at the very least, he threw out something. Let's hear if other people from other parties throw anything out beyond Zohran. Can somebody else running for office say something about affordability? I mean, anyway, I don't want to get too far off on a tangent because at the end of the day, these challenges are why people are leaving the continent of North America, which is the reason for this video. So I will get off my high horse on that one.
Right. Nobody wants to like work their butt off, work 2 jobs just to be like paying off student loan debt and not being able to afford a house. You know what I mean? So they can like continue to have a good life and stuff like that. It's egregious, man. It's almost impossible. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's insane. Man.
Survive. Of living in a world where survival is a game. Tired of pretending this is normal. Honestly, I don't know what happens after whatever this is.
There's a war going on outside that you cannot hide from. They are cornering you for your labor to enrich them.
That the domestic war is underway. And see, we're not talking about a civil war. Because in a civil war, there's 2 sides. There's 2 sides. This is a civil siege. You're under siege.
You always have the power to control your surroundings. All you gotta do is leave.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well. Ladies and gentlemen, the Yarboroughs. Shout out to them. I know we did a video with them. They done a lot of travel content. They've done a really good video on the Native American and African similarities and stuff like that, like with the Seminoles, the Black Seminoles. It was a really good video. This one, this was a doozy. I'm not gonna lie. This one was a doozy. But I think their point was made that the system that we're in is a struggle, and for a lot of people don't see a way out. They don't see an exit plan. Some people are just so caught up in the rat race they don't even think about it. You know what I mean? They're just running on the hamster wheel and don't know of another option. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I've been, the more that I travel, the more that I realize that, oh shoot, America is kind of like a matrix. It's kind of like, you know, if you're just working, you know, 365 days out of the year and you only get 2 weeks vacation on average, like, is that really living? You know what I mean? And, you know, the stuff that should be like necessities are almost out of reach. You know, people are not having children, not having babies and stuff like that because they're thinking like they can't afford to have children. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what's going on with the birthing issue and stuff like that in this country. So yeah, there's a lot of problems here. You know what I mean? So I get why people are choosing to leave. But anyway, Joe, any final takes on this one?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think they made their point, and it was a good one, right? I mean, and these are some of the reasons why people want to leave. I mean, I myself, for context, one of the things I used to talk about with folks was that I was, I had guns drawn on me twice by the NYPD, and I've been stopped and frisked before, and because the person I was with in the car, the person driving the vehicle, happened to work in corrections. That was the reason why, that was what de-escalated the situation. He didn't give his license. He gave his work ID, and they just yelled at us and let us go. But, these things, you have to comply to survive. Right.
Yeah.
And the fact that is the state that we are in today's day and age is one that is troubling at the very least. And so, yeah, I mean, look, the video touched on all those points and more. I think, there was definitely attacking large groups of people. There's a lot of people getting strays, right? That maybe it may not have anything to do with it, but point was well taken. Like I said, shock and awe to begin with, but then throughout the video, really getting into the education. And I think the most important point was that it is causing folks to leave. And I think one of the things that that we're both trying to do with our platforms is help people find a path forward, right? If you're deciding you want to go, and making sure that, for me especially, my goal is to ensure that you make the right decision, because at the end of the day, I know a lot of people want to be running away from that, but you want to make sure that when you're going somewhere, you're running towards something. You don't want to just be running away from something. You want to be running towards something. So I would just make sure that everyone doesn't make emotional decisions based on videos like this and how you feel. We gotta make intentional, smart decisions when it comes to making moves to a whole nother continent. So continue to pay attention to our platforms as we talk through the ways that you can get there and the things that you should do when the time comes for you to make that move. All right, that's what I'll say about that.
Yeah, and in the reverse as well too. I think it's good for our brothers and sisters on the African continent to see what the heck is going on over here too, because every single time I go over there, there's always like, they want to come to America. They're like, what is there to complain about? Like it's heaven over there. You guys have this and have this and have this, and you don't, because of propaganda, you may not see everything. So some of this might be an extreme culture shock for some of my brothers and sisters on the continent, man. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Me and Joe never talked about this too, but I had guns drawn on me as well too. Here in Maryland, man, from police officers. Mistaken identity. They thought I was a different. They thought my car matched up to somebody else that they were looking for. But yeah, my bad. Sorry. We just had 7 guns pointed at you, and Freddie Gray just died yesterday. 30 miles north of you. So yeah, there's a lot of trauma and stuff like that we experience being Black in America. That they try to just put dirt over and just say, oh no, you're fine, don't worry about it. It's just this doesn't really exist. And it's just extreme gaslighting. Yeah, it's unfortunate. So, but like they said in the video, we have the power to choose to leave, and create our own environments and choose our own environments. So yeah. All right, moving on to something lighter. Let's lighten this room up, man. Oh my God! Shout out to them though, Phildo video. All right,
of course.
I'm sure you're familiar with this this YouTuber, man. Shout out to Steven the Duklu. We have a video here, and this is actually new. He just dropped this this week. What does 99,000 buy you in Ghana's most exclusive neighborhood? Now, we just talked about the housing crisis and prices in the West, and this is just going to be just another thing to just stack on top of why people are leaving and going to different places, especially a place like Ghana. So anyway, if you guys are new here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Let's get into it.
And the diaspora returning home.
And at this point in time, it is crucial for diasporians to return to the motherland,
which has pushed the housing demand in the country as a whole.
This property, if an investor buys it, you're earning $100,000 in rent every year.
Yeah. One nice thing about this project is it's AI homes. Your home knows you're coming home.
New gated communities, apartments, and high-rise buildings are giving the city a more cosmopolitan feel and making it difficult to find affordable housing under $100,000. In the previous episode, we tasted and explored the luxury side of Ghana. So in today's episode, I spent 24 hours with Val Real Estate to know the actual cost to own a home here in Ghana. So checking out their latest project and the unbelievable price point.
How much is this now?
We're starting at $99,000.
Starting in this villa in Cantonment.
Cantonment is for the, should I say the outback? Well, like Cantonment is known for like upscale high-end restaurants.
And I noticed you drove past the American Embassy.
Yes, Harmonia Village. It's just a minute drive from the American Embassy, and also very close to high-end restaurants around. The construction started somewhere in 2022, and then we completed in 2024. These are 8 units that we have in total, 5-bedroom luxurious properties. The villas come with private pool.
Each person has his own private gate.
Private gate.
So I mean, this can take like 4.
Yeah, 4. This is 360 square meters. We have a nice garden area.
Okay, so they don't have a communal pool like for most neighborhoods?
No, this is an imported door from Turkey.
Yeah, so you got like an ante room on here.
Yes.
And
you have your beautiful family area.
Yeah.
I noticed there's a lot of Turkish investment in Ghana.
Yeah. All over West Africa, really. They're doing a lot more real estate. That they found their niche.
Yeah, I wonder what made them pick West Africa, like, or they just saw the opportunity and say, "Hey, we're just going all in on it." Because I know there's a lot of Turkish investment up there. So,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, I know that they redid the Istanbul airport. I saw that; it looks great. I was there maybe 2 years ago, and then what I did see is the Sierra Leone airport. The new Sierra Leone airport was done by a Turkish company that did the Istanbul airport. So yeah, I mean, look, a good friend of mine went to college and lived in Turkey for 8 years from Sierra Leone. So there was a lot of Sierra Leoneans there. So it's probably, there's probably some exchange of, when people come to the country, and what you find is that enterprising people find places everywhere around the world to do business. And what they find is that it's easy to do business on the continent if you have cash to begin with and you have a skill set and you have a need that you can fill. And they pool their money together and make it happen. And that's one of the things that I think we struggle with as a group and we need to be better at is pooling our resources together and doing these kinds of things, because as you can see, other people are doing it.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
Living area, of course. So just like I said, pay attention to our imported porcelain tiles that we have here. So when we were selling, it came semi-fitted. So your kitchen comes fully fitted.
Yeah.
Furniture, we leave it to the homeowner because everybody has their personal taste. This is your powder or guest washroom.
Yeah.
And then this is every lady's favorite room, the kitchen. So we are going up. On this floor, you have 3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms here.
Yes, with a nice family area. Here, the whole of the 3rd floor is for the masters. Then there's a bathroom, then you have your main bedroom, and then the terrace area.
Nice.
Now feel that breeze.
It's a lot of things you can do. Party as well. But let me ask you, can people buy this right now?
You can.
I miss that good African air, man. Oh my God, I cannot wait to smell it again.
Give us a call. Yes, in 2022 at Off Plan, it was sold at $850,000. 2 years later, some of the units at $1.3 million.
So it went.
What the hell?
You what?
What the fuck?
What did she say? Did she just cuss at us? Hold up.
But let me ask you, can people buy this right now?
You can give us a call. Yes, in 2022 at Off Plan, it was sold at $850,000. 2 years later, we sold some of the units at $1.3 million.
So it went by 800.
I thought it was 99,000. What are we talking about? That's a that's.
She said it was sold off plan at 800,000, and a few years later it was 1.2 million.
1.3 million.
1.3. Okay. All right. Okay.
Part of me is somebody like, I own a home. So, I mean, you want to see appreciation happen for your property, right? When you buy it. Sure. But.
Well, this is what I'm talking about the gentrification.
Right? Yeah. Like this, that could be a serious issue because it does look like. I mean, I see Lamek in the comments. Yeah, like this does look like it's targeted for foreign investment or foreign people purchasing property and land.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. And I think by them buying that land and those houses for that price, that means that it increases the price for everything in that neighborhood, right? So cantonments now continues to go up in its value. Now, what I feel will happen is there will be a bubble, right? The prices are going to get too astronomical. I have seen apartments that sit for 9 months because somebody wants to charge $1,300 a month and charge a year up front, and nobody has that kind of cash, right? And they're like, well, we know we can get it, so we're just gonna wait. And you're there, and somebody does end up paying that money. But what it does is there's going to be some kind of bubble. I imagine that's the only thing that can happen when you have inflated prices like this. I just hope that the market, can stabilize a little bit and it makes more sense for more people. Now, obviously, this is a very high-end house with a pool. Everybody has their own individual pool. I'm sure they already have generators. This is right next to the American Embassy. This is prime real estate. Really, really expensive. But overall, though, cantonments is expensive. So that means the neighboring neighborhoods are going to be expensive. And it just works its way out. And so people start having to move further out, right? And that's just how it is. That's what New York City looks like now. So yeah, that's the point I was trying to make earlier about gentrification and ensuring we don't continue to accelerate the process of pain for people who already earn very little, right? And now they have to commute from further away to come to work because they can't afford to live in the city. Right.
So, yeah, I guess, that's probably like the $1 million question, right? Like, how can you do this ethically? You know what I mean? Where, there's certain people that make a certain income and want to live a certain lifestyle. But how do you also give people who may not have that lifestyle or that income the opportunity? The opportunity to, live decently as well too. So like, this neighborhood might be targeted for the wealthy, like you mentioned, right? And then there's other neighborhoods that, are more affordable. But, even those places that are more affordable, as long as we can like try to help with, keeping crime down, people can still live a happy, good life, it's still good. You know what I mean? I do know that Ghana had an issue with inflation, but it seemed like, I noticed recently they said that their inflation rate has fell 18% in last month, which is like apparently really good. Like they're it's starting to come down, so that's good news.
Yeah, absolutely, and and I think one of the things that can be done is forcing businesses to do business in the local currency. One of the things that you have that created that issue is that everything is being sold in the dollar and not the local currency. And of course, that might slow down foreign direct investment, but not all money is good money, right? And I think like in order for countries to sustain, you can't just have unregulated growth from all these places that don't benefit the country itself, right? People just redistributing wealth amongst each other is not useful either. So I just want us all to be cognizant of those things, because those things aren't the things that are talked about when we're all talking about moving to the continent. And that's the approach I want to take, is just making sure that, we all understand that capitalism rules the day, but we need to be responsible. Right. We cannot be like everybody else when it comes to the continent of Africa. We need to be as smart as they are with understanding the value in it, but we need to be better than they are when it comes to our people.
Absolutely. 1,000,000 times agree, man. 1,000,000 times agree.
That's 1.3, that's like $500,000 more. These villas are on the high end, but the next project starts at $99,000, which will pay a visit to the bit. But how do properties like this appreciate?
So this property, if an investor buys it, you're earning $100,000 in rent every year.
Wait, hold up. Is that a guaranteed figure?
A guarantee in the fact that we have tenants living here right now. $8,000 a month, close to $100,000 a year, just in rent out.
Does that mean automatically you are almost guaranteed that you're going to get someone who's ready to lease this house for a year?
100%. Now, if you're to buy this property now, I have a ready tenant for you. Steven, so this is another project that we have called Legacy Heights, directly opposite the CIDN project. So I'm going to hand you over to Dorothy, and then she'll show you everything about this project.
So Legacy Heights is a twin tower, and we have 170 units in each of the towers.
Each of them.
Yeah.
Do you guys have like a show unit here we can take a look at?
Yes, we have a show unit. So come with me.
I like Lamek's comment here too, and I think this typically does happen when you have when you're living in properties like this. Like typically, if you do have you know, somebody assisting you in the area, living in the area, like I know in America, zip codes can also get you paid, you know, higher prices too, right? So like if there was somebody that owned a restaurant, or if somebody was a cleaner, right? Like say you had an Airbnb and you had a cleaner here, you would typically pay that person more because of the area that they're doing it in. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I think that's a great idea as well.
That is definitely something we should take into consideration. I will tell you, I paid my housekeeper $107 a month. Some people in America say that's too low. Just keep in mind that the minimum wage is $75 a month, right? And I didn't have a lot of work for her to do. I was a single male, so really she was just doing some meal prep and some laundry. But the local people wanted to pay her in Ghana cedis and not change her amount of pay based on inflation. So what I did was, since the dollar was more stable at the time, it was six cedis for every $1 when I first got there, and when I left, it was 15 cedis for every $1. I just made sure to pay her accordingly. So it was always going to be $107, but I would convert it to Ghana cedis. And in Ghana cedis is what I would pay her in. So I started off by paying her, 700 cedis or whatever it was a month when I first started working with her. But by the time I left, it was over 1,300 or 1,500 cedis every month what I was paying her. And those are the things you got to take into consideration. Sometimes people do pay better based on the part of the country that they're in, right? Rate of pay based on the cost of living. But that's not always the case. Some people just say that's what you should pay for this, and that's it. And people are grossly underpaid for the work that they do. So we do want to make sure that we pay people on the higher end, but it still should make sense for the country, right?
Absolutely.
So that is a good point.
And I think too, just morally, I know whenever I travel, I understand that I'm blessed and I'm fortunate, right? In my situation, and I want to be a blessing to other people as well too. Like even when I do my travel vlogs and stuff like that, I don't really post about it because I don't really do it for views and stuff like that. But when I was in Kenya, everywhere that I went, whenever there was somebody that was providing a service to me, I would tip them and show my appreciation, especially when the service is good. Like I always tip based off of the quality of service. I don't want to, just tip because I'm American or because I might look like I have more money or something like that, or you're just trying to get money out of me. If you're actually doing a service and you're actually doing well, then I'm going to bless you. You know what I mean? So like every single Uber driver that I had, restaurants I went to, or tours and stuff like that I took, it was funny. One of my friends I met out there, he's like, "You like Jesus, man? You just come over here and break bread with people." I was just like, "No, I'm just like, I appreciate the service that they provided, you know what I mean? Because and I remember one guy, he was just like, "Man, you don't know what you just did for me. Like you just helped me feed my family this week." Like I'm like, bro, like I would do that 100 times over if I can. Like I want to help people, you know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Now tell me, are you loving it or loving it?
What I can see is you guys have done a great job with the interior. Are you delivering the unit?
Yes. So the unit is going to come in fitted. So you're getting everything that is fitted here.
Yeah.
So you have your cabinetry, you have the stove and then the oven as well. We have everything for them. The only thing you're coming in with is your TV and your furniture. Legato is a mixed-use project. So ideally, what we've done with this is that we are building on just 30% of the land and offering you every other thing. The 70% of the land is going to be filled with amenities.
What kind of amenities?
So you have a children's play area, we have the pool area, we also have the paddle court, basketball courts. Mind you, we have everything that you can think of that will make a place feel like home for you. This is the bedroom. You can fit a very good king size bed over here.
Not the king size, queen size.
Queen size. If you want to make good use of the space.
Yeah.
Yes, and then we have a wardrobe that comes with it as well.
Okay, so this is the type of wardrobe that you have. Does it come with the clothes as well?
If you want, we can put one in there for you.
And that's the bathroom. Let's take a look at the
Let's take a look at the bathroom.
I was expecting the bathroom in one bedroom. I was like, what? But not bad.
Yes, and it's also
that's small for the price. If I'm being honest.
You said what?
The place seems a little small for that price, right? Like the bedroom was small; it could only fit a queen size. Like I mean, the amount of money people are spending. Look how small that shower is.
Is this a $99,000 home though? Like, did we get past the?
I don't know. I don't know, but for $99,000, if you don't build on a plan like this, you can get enough space. Like that's I've seen what you can get. I think they were just trying to, it's an apartment building, right? It's the Twin Towers or whatever it was called, right? So they're trying to maximize space for the price that they can charge for it. But that space is pretty small. 99,000 for like that's a small shower. That is a small shower for that price. I think that I think people get like sometimes people get wrapped up in emotion. It's like, I want to buy on the motherland. If you got that kind of cash, that seems to be small for me. If it feels small, it is small. So just for those of you thinking about it, that is a pretty small space. I'm just, as someone who's I've spent a significant amount of time in different places in Ghana. I've never seen a shower that small at every place that I've stayed in Ghana.
Yeah, very, very fair point. Like, I'm looking at her like, she's a small person, you know what I mean? So, and no. Yeah, very, very good point, man. Yeah. All right.
If you want, we can put one in there for you.
And that's the bathroom. Let's take a look at the
Let's take a look at the bathroom.
I was expecting the bathroom in one bedroom. I was like, what? But not bad.
Yes, and it's also very good. See, it's tall girl and tall man friendly. I can like turn around and do whatever that I want to do.
I just heard you.
Let it not be said that
I'm short, but my money is long.
When you start your money, you are very tall.
When did the project?
He said, "I'm short, but my money is long."
Shout out to Steven, man.
Oh, my goodness.
That's funny.
What's the price at that? The launch price?
69,000.
69K.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And now it's 99K.
That's not bad. Then that's not bad.
Okay.
How many bedrooms?
That's a good point. I hope they get back into it. I don't know. I think she said it started at 69, but it's 99 now. So let me see.
Price at that, the launch price?
69,000.
69K.
Yes.
Okay. And now it's 99. So at completion, right? Let's say somebody invested at 69,000 in 2028. What are we looking at?
From 124,000 to 140.
It could be more, it could be less.
Could be more, could be less. We have 2 basements parking, as you can see, and that is the ground floor starting. So all these places being filled up to the level. The amenities are going to be on all the rest of the land.
This seems too good to be true. So I had to pay a visit to their office to learn about the project.
How you doing, Steven?
Good. I see so many prototypes. I see this, I see that, I see this as well. So what do we have here?
All right, over here we have Villanova and Legato. Villanova is our villas. Is one of the largest villa compound in Accra right now. 64 units made up of 3 and 4 bedroom villas. So we have about 50% availability at the moment. In this project, you have 2 garden areas, you have 2 waterfall features, you have a bridge connecting you with the garden area. Inside the heart of the project, you have a multi-court, paddle court, large pool with cabanas and a barbecue area with a fountain lounge. Inside this building here, that's your clubhouse. You have a spa, you have indoor and outdoor resto cafe. Outside, you have kids area, a sand pit, and a running track all across the compound. You're going to have a cinema room inside it. You're going to have extra rooms with walk-in closets. You have your own dedicated security, and you have the facility management on site. So it's absolutely beautiful to live here. One nice thing about this project is it's AI homes. AI home is another level of smart. So with this one, instead of, as I say, you finished work, you're on the way home, your smart home, you take out your phone and say, turn on the AC.
Yeah.
With this one, you don't even do that. You just drive home. Your home knows you're coming home, and AC gets turned on, lights turned on. You just leave the house, it locks.
Oh my God. Have you ever seen the movie Smart House on like Disney? Like it's like one of them older Disney Channel movies, man. But oh my God, hold on, man. This is funny. Because I remember seeing that movie and being terrified. And to see that it's actually coming to life. Hold on, man. It's called Smart House. And it was this white lady. Well, I didn't know what it was in the beginning, but she was basically AI. You know what I mean? She was AI, and she pretty much can control everything in the house. And then she just took over the house. Like, it's my house now. You know, doing what, they're saying the AI house could do, turn the lights on, AC, all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. It just reminds me of that. But I understand that this is where we're going. In the future, this is what people want. You know what I mean? AI is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. The other thing too, I will say about this company, they're doing a really good job of marketing. This is actually the second video that I've seen them use a pretty big YouTuber to market their properties and stuff like that.
Okay.
I forgot who the other channel was, but I remember seeing their videos before. They do have a lot of homes coming, and they say they already got like 50% sold in this community already. So, yeah, man. Things are happening over here in Ghana, man.
Absolutely. Look, I mean, I think, well, first of all, it's smart to always work with an influencer or a content creator, someone who has an audience for sure. It helps to find good ways to shoot the content, and also just their audience gets to see what you're doing. So those of you out there who are looking for folks to present your properties who are going to be coming to a city near you on the continent, look no further than this live stream. So I do want to mention that you got Imani from TopHill, you got me from Authentic African. So if you guys are looking for people to shoot content, let us know. I'm more than happy to. I'd love to do a video like this,
Absolutely. We are going to be on the continent very soon, man. Well, you be on the continent all the time. So
yes.
Your home knows you're coming home, and AC gets turned on, lights turned on. You just leave the house, it locks.
That is going to be integrated
in all the units. It comes with it.
What you see here is a prototype, but I visited the actual site for the construction of the villas.
And then the good thing about Villanova is that we are basically selling the heart of the project. We have over 14 amenities, like I said. I'm talking about the swimming pool, the kids' swimming pool. We have the clubhouse. Yeah. We have a whole running track in the community. We have a paddle courts here once again, and we have a multipurpose courts for tennis, volley, and basket. So you have your residents around. I'm talking about 3 streets here. Then in the heart, you have your amenities area. That is what Villanova is about. And Villanova is your first AI homes in Ghana.
The 3-bedroom land size is approximately 250 square meters.
250, and
this is 300 square meters. And it's amazing because you're going to get a nice panoramic view of your swimming pool from your dining side and your family lounge. You're going to see that swimming pool. It's all going to be glass around you.
What are the price points right now?
So we have 3 bedrooms starting at $750,000, and then we have
what?
The 4 bedrooms also selling at $850,000. You selling price as of today.
In a few.
All right. Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If y'all thought that all of Africa was cheap, you're sadly mistaken, man. I've noticed that Ghana, especially in certain places in Accra, are premium. You know what I mean? They're premium prices. You know what I mean? A lot of people like to call Africa like it's one country. Africa is 54. There's 54 countries within this continent, and there's different economies, different structures throughout all these different, countries. But Ghana seemed like it hit the ground running when it came to some of these prices, where it's rivaling a lot of the prices on the West. I'm curious, like, what do you think of this, man? Like, because I don't know, what the income is like, the average income is like in Ghana. I mean, I know there are wealthy Ghanaians. I know there's, people wealthy all over West Africa who may come to Ghana as their home and stuff like that. So, I don't want to like make it seem like, oh, all of the African people are poor, which is not a fact. I mean, the wealthiest Black people in the world all are on the continent, Aliko Dangote and so on. But in this, is this like kind of insane for the city of Accra and the country of Ghana to have these price points?
Well, yeah, as I said before, the average income is $75 per month, right? In Ghana, right? That's the average income of the Ghanaian citizen, right? So this is definitely not targeted at them. It is unrealistic for the average Ghanaian to be able to live in these places.
Right.
So this is targeting mostly foreign direct investment, people who have money who come in and out of the country and are looking for luxury. That's who this is targeting. And I think they're anticipating and hoping that as they come, they'll spend money and boost the economy, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
But no, the average person can't live there. And with houses that cost this much, rent has to be exorbitant. And with that being the case, that means that the average Ghanaian no longer lives in Accra. Most people that you meet who are local Ghanaians, they live on the outskirts, right? They commute into Accra daily to go to work because they can't afford rent in Accra, because you have buildings like this, $700,000 for a 3-bedroom, $100,000 for small showers, $1 million for houses built near the embassy. So yeah, I mean, the average individual for sure in Ghana cannot afford it. And this is part of the complaint that they have, is that these kinds of, and when you're in Accra, you'll notice that there are billboards upon billboards upon billboards of new housing developments being built at $89,000 and $100,000 for these housing developments, and they're all being built right in the center areas of Accra. And it just it increases the property value of all of the housing there, and so people have to live outside the city center.
Got you.
Yeah.
I can see the frustration for sure. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and you talk to people, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
You talk to an Uber driver and they'll tell you like you're looking at all these billboards and they're like, yeah, this is the reason why I live 45 minutes outside of Accra.
And I guess, what is the end goal here? Clearly, they want a lot of foreign people to immigrate into Ghana. My mindset is always like, if I'm gonna come to the African continent, like I want to, assimilate, build, and grow. Not live in a bubble and not, I don't know, man. Because I notice here too, like in America, like a lot of people are to themselves. It's not so much about community and family, stuff like that. I know that's big on the African continent. It's community, family, and culture and stuff like that. This makes it seem like these people are like kind of standoffish. I don't know. I could be just assuming, but yeah.
Yeah, look, I think that, I think most people who are thinking about moving to Ghana and they have the cash and they just want to live in a luxury place. I don't attribute ignorance to malice, right? They don't know, I don't think, many of them, what this can be doing and what it's causing. I think they're just living their lives. I think, and those who are selling it are just people who know that they can make money off it.
Right.
Many of the developers you will meet in Ghana are not Ghanaian.
Right.
Which is why I like what the Earn Your Leisure guys are doing by partnering with Ghanaian developers.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
That's what we like to see. Right. So that's where you at the very least are hiring Ghanaians. You're putting Ghanaians to work. They're getting the opportunity to show their skills. And you get to be putting money back into the economy because these are Ghanaians.
Right.
So that's what we like to see. But there are many of those large developments that are not being built by Ghanaians. So one of the things that I would say to all of you guys is, those of you who have the finances to purchase, I will be looking for those who have been partnering with Ghanaians, where Ghanaians are principals in the business of the building that is happening, to ensure that we are keeping money circulating in our community. Because as you know, in the United States, for every dollar is made in our community, for every dollar that is made in our community, $1.25 is spent, number one, and the dollar only stays in our community in the United States for 6 hours.
Yeah.
So that is insane. And so we just want to make sure that we don't leave we don't leave North America and start continuing to perpetuate that cycle. Right. So focus on vetted property builders that are for the cause, and they're easy to find. Just look to platforms like this where we point them out.
Love that you mentioned that, man. That's absolutely right. Group economics. Like if we are going to come to Ghana and stuff like that, give it to the Ghanaian people, give it to the locals and stuff like that. Like what Earn Your Leisure is doing, partnering with the Ghanaian people and all the Ghanaian people that they hire to help. Like that's feeding, hundreds of people's families and stuff like that. That's group economics. That's how you build, more wealth and yeah, and also too, like, maybe encourage some of these other developers to do the same. If you're going to come in and build these $1 million properties on Ghanaian land, hire Ghanaian people at bare minimum. Put some money in these people's pockets. You can't just come and take their land and, well, yeah, we've seen that story before. All right.
Once this place will be transformed into a residential neighborhood, while the investors and homeowners that invested when it was just a dream and an empty land will reap all of the benefits. That is why I love real estate. What is the projection for completion?
August 28th. So this is going to be completed August 2028. And I'm sure you know the location, right? Yes. We can give you a pin location right now and it can be shown on the screen. But this is right next to Jubilee House. Right? So if you don't know what we mean by Jubilee House in Ghana, Jubilee House is like the White House. Presidential. Exactly. Right? So you're living right next to the president.
It is great to see Val Real Estate in Ghana is clearly targeting high-income individuals, both locally and in the diaspora, with premium housing offerings that emphasizes sophistication and convenience, but also have a mix of affordable projects, all in the prime location, with a track record, of course, that can back it up. I'll leave their contacts in the description section of this video. Reach out to them and tell them I sent you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next upload.
That's that good affiliate right there. I said that's that good affiliate marketing going on right there.
Oh yeah. Tell them that I sent you.
yeah. Shout out to Steven, man. Really well done video. Short, straight to the point. I liked it. I do enjoy seeing different images on African countries showing this kind of luxury as well too, because just for so long, we just were fed the opposite. Not to say the opposite doesn't exist, right? Like, yes, there's poverty and stuff like that for sure, but I am exhausted and tired of seeing only poor Africa. And so originally when we started looking at videos like this and showing this to our audience, just to let them know, like, hey, this does exist over there. Like, and I think it's a very important thing to show, because there's still people, guys, like, and it surprises my audience every single time I say this. There are still Americans who think that all of Africa is huts and lions and desert and jungle. That's literally all they think it is. They don't think they speak English. They don't think they have Wi-Fi or computers or cars. These people are super ignorant, right? But also they just were never shown, never taught. There was no vision there. But I think as the world is growing and evolving and becoming closer with the internet, like, right, me and Joe are both doing this show right now, streaming, so the whole world can actually see it in real time. Trying to just contribute to just, being inspired by and seeing it, like, oh, this is actually that. Oh, well, let me see the music, the culture, what Kwame and Alvin did with Afrofuture, and just bringing these African artists, Afrobeats taking over, Alma Piano taking over on a global stage, like, just bringing more people into looking into Africa in a different way. So I do appreciate, videos like this, but also, want to be careful of not, excluding the locals and having them being misplaced either is also a very important topic that we need to keep in mind as well too, and make sure that we're moving with intention as Black people in the diaspora, that we're going to go over and support our brothers and sisters, not push them out.
Yes, 100%. I mean, you said it all. I mean, that's the main thing is, and I said it a couple times throughout this, just it needs to be with our people. Let's keep it in our community, right? So don't go to Africa to continue spending outside the community.
Right.
That's what it is right there.
You need to have a course, man. Like before you move to Africa, this is what you need to know. This is what you need to do. Don't bring that colonizing energy over here. It's like, no.
Course is coming for Ghana. Course is coming. Moving to Ghana course is coming. As I told you before, I'm working on it as we speak. So everybody be prepared. I got some meetings coming up this week. I got at least 15 lessons already done. So stay tuned, guys. That'll be launching in the near future. So you'll get all of this and more for how to move with pre-vetted people to work with, etc., etc. We got you. We got you. Don't worry. I don't just say this for nothing. There's a reason. There's a method to my badness, and we got solutions. So stay tuned.
Right. Facts. All right, Joe, I'm gonna let you pick this one. I want to show you my guy Lord's channel.
Okay.
I know he's recently in Brazil right now. He's planning to go back to South Africa next month, but he's been to a lot of places on the African continent. He's been to Kenya, Tanzania, Ethiopia, South Africa, Tanzania. Let me see here, man. I'm trying to figure out which video I want to show you, man.
I mean, I see what he's doing with the thumbnails. I mean,
oh yeah. Like he's a genius marketer. he's really good at what he does.
Thumbnail, that's for sure.
Right.
That Zanzibar one is actually reminds me of the one I had with my Maasai guy.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. South Africa, Durban, I mean, Cape Town.
Okay.
These all look good. I mean, what were you thinking? What country are you thinking about?
I love them all. I love all these countries. I love them all. Okay. Let's do so tempted. I love Kenya, but I love South Africa. Okay, this one's shorter too. Let's do South Africa. Okay.
All right.
We're talking about moving, right? So this video is foreigners are moving to South Africa. So I think that would kind of fits the theme of what we're talking about tonight. So we'll do this one. Shout out to my guy Lord Williamson. That's my bro right there, man. Really, really dope YouTube channel. If you guys have not already, make sure you guys TopHill family, you definitely subscribe. He's almost at 100,000 subscribers. He films, edits, does all the stuff himself. He really dedicated himself to this travel YouTube life, and I think it's clear with his content and stuff like that he's going to do well. But anyway, enough rambling about this. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is Lord with foreigners are moving to South Africa. Here's why. And why I might need to be doing the same. All right, let's get into it. If you guys are new here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Let's get into it. Hey,
Good job, Lord. You're doing good.
Oh man.
I would say, like, I ain't gonna lie, like every single video that he does, he starts off with like a music montage intro of like what's going on. I think that's a really great way to get people's attention.
I mean, yeah. This is gonna be a million subscriber YouTube channel. You can see it coming. The way he edits his videos is very, very good at this. This is for sure great editing. I mean, even this right here, right? Starting with this cinematic view of turning off the alarm, right? Having a camera mounted or somebody just holding it. But like this process here, this takes a lot of imagination to do, right? Like I've done like wake up vlogs, right, where I wake up. I don't go that far as to like have the alarm and holding the camera and turning it up. Like, I mean, he's really thought this through, and you can see, I mean, this is why his channel is at the size that it is, and I definitely see this growing to being a giant channel for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a lot of people think that, oh, you just pick up a camera and just go. Like, no, like especially like the good travel vloggers, right? Like, you know, the attention to detail, the thought process. Yeah, it takes a lot, y'all. It takes a lot. So yeah, I always appreciate it when I find really good channels and try to you know, shed light on them on our channel and stuff like that. I think it's important. So, but yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Get a bag. I like that. You changed my alarm. Get a bag.
All right. The fact that he thinks about where he puts his camera, his phone, or these different places, like in the closet where the shoes are,
right?
You know, by the speaker on the desk, like, you know, over in by the closet while he's opening the window. Like he's thinking about angles and like where he's putting his camera. I'm thinking about all this, and I'm like,
producer brain. Yep, I get it. Yeah,
he thinks a lot about producing this stuff. This is, I mean, we haven't even gotten to the content. Sorry, guys. As somebody who shoots content,
yeah,
just knowing what that takes to do all of this, you have to have a mind for this. And this is he was born to do this.
Yeah, facts.
Like
he's some people just got it, and you know what I mean, and they do it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it feels like he's in DC. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like people
you see it right there.
People don't know this is Africa, y'all. Like this is Africa. This is a country in Africa. Like, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, it's like, you know, you feel like you're there, right? So it's just like you see a lot of the. I know South Africa has, you know, a certain level of development and stuff like that, but this is dope. This is dope to see. I mean, he hasn't even said a word yet, but I've already thinking in my head like, oh yeah, I can see myself there, like, or have a life living like this there. You know what I mean? So this is dope.
Going back to back, she said, Freddie, boom, why you act like that? Didn't get the memo, return it, the Mac is back. So grab the rap, she took one hit and go pat it, ass attack, breathe. But that was that. My niggas took it to the kitchen, now it's back to cracks. It's a celebration for niggas who didn't make it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't gonna cap the lifestyle. I wish I could have set it up and showed you what I was doing because I was taking a nap. I was taking a nap. In South Africa is where it's at. We can have a Randolph. I ain't talking about Zach. Let me stop playing with me, dog. Bars in a vlog. I said I was taking a nap. South Africa is where it's at. We can have a Randolph. God. I ain't talking about Zach. Come on, man. I'm so nice. Can you see me? I know y'all like bars of the day. Go ahead and read the bars of the day, man. Let me know what you think. A lot of you guys are hating. I understand. You got hate in your blood. It's not your fault. It's genetics. We're going to pick up Frank and we're going to work out on the beach. Usually I go to the gym, but when the scenery is like this in Cape Town, it's hard to stay indoors, man. So we're going to get a good workout in on the beach. We're going to head to Clifton, and it's going to be dope, man. Got to take care of your body. After that, we are going to head to Sea Point. It's a Sunday. On Saturdays and Sundays, Sea Point is one of the best places to be. It's just super lively, super vibrant, and we're going to grab some food. Then I got a special surprise for you guys, man. Shout out to you guys for showing love and supporting. Today, I should be hitting 50,000 followers, all right? By the time y'all see this, hopefully I'm at 51,000 followers, 52,000.
By the time y'all see this, he should be at 100,000 subscribers, man. Shout out to Lord, man. Shout out, man. That's dope. Yeah, he dropped this 8 months ago. So he's actually going back to South Africa next month.
Well, I mean, that just shows how fast you can grow when you put that much time, energy, and effort, and his personality into it. I mean, he's talking about getting to 50,000 8 months ago. He's about to be at 100,000. That's double the growth.
Yeah,
more than double that growth in that time frame. I mean, shout out to him, man. It's entertaining for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. We just getting started, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've never seen this video from him before. I've seen a couple of his videos, but I have not seen this one yet. So this one is hilarious.
Followers. Shit, 1 million.
My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
I'm gonna meet my boy Zach. We're gonna head to this day party and we're gonna see what's going on. It's called Slow Cook Sundays, I believe. But it should be dope, man. And then after that, we're just gonna celebrate. It's always good to celebrate your wins. Don't celebrate too long and get back to work, but you gotta celebrate your wins and pat yourself on the back every once in a while, man. But yeah, let's get this workout in, and after that, we're gonna turn up, baby. Let's go. Howdy, partner. Top of the morning. Look at that. Top of the morning.
So crazy how it looks in Cape Town.
Can we just like a moment of silence, man, just for this, how beautiful
that is nuts. That is nuts.
These people can wake up and just look at God's great glory every day. Like I always say, like, just from video, I have not been to Cape Town yet, but just from all the videos I've seen, I'm just like, you know, when you see something and you just know when you're there, it's going to be 100 times more. It already looks 100 times better on camera. I can't imagine what it looks like in person, man. This is insane.
Hey, me and my boy Frankie are about to go to Biscop upstairs. I'm about to get this workout in, man. I like working out here more than the gym because, as you can see, it's pure luxury living. It's just straight motivation to come out here and get some money. You know what I'm saying? Keep chasing your dreams. Because I don't know about you, Frankie, but I'm going to live in one of these one day. Frank going to be right there. I'm going to be over here. He's still going to see me clapping cheeks, boy. I'm like, Frank, look out your balcony. You freaky frog. You a freaky frog. You fucking freaky frog. A lot of people come over here and they say, man, I wish I could have a house like that. When I come up here, I say, how am I going to get a house like that? Because it's going to happen. Keep going hard. Keep doing your thing. You one business deal away from 1 million. All my YouTubers out there, you one video away from 1,000 followers. You one video away from 1 million followers, man. Whenever I tell people book a consultation, it ain't to tell you where the hole is at. It's to tell you how to live. That glacier water, cuz. So if I don't motivate you and my videos don't motivate you, let these houses motivate you. Let that porch motivate you. You see what I'm saying? So we about to hit the stairs, have a good little workout. After the stairs, though, we're going to go to Clifton 2, and we're just going to do a little bit of workouts in the sand as well. And then we're going to jump in that freezing water, man, just for a little refreshment. And I know you guys always see me going out, having a good time, drinking and stuff like that. But it's all about balance. Y'all guys got to remember, I edit these videos. So I may go, for example, last week I went the whole week without drinking. And I know you're thinking, wow, 7 days.
Can a nigga live? Can a nigga live? Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the workout today. I'm trying to get 5 of these in, man.
Where does he get these?
Oh my God, dog. Look.
I mean, the Nick Fuentes clip, by the way, for those who aren't paying attention, Nick Fuentes has been now featured in both of the videos that we have now we reacted to. Completely different reasons.
Oh my God, dog. That is insane. That's crazy you pointed that out too. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. This is funny though. He is very entertaining. He's very funny. He's very comedic.
Hilarious, dog. He's hilarious. But another thing too, and we haven't got to it yet. Like I said, I have not seen this video yet. He also it's very informative as well too. Like, it gives you a really good, you know, details on the city or, you know, country that he's in. And you know, like I said, this was 8 months ago, and I even seen his progression in some of his even newer videos as well too. You know, being responsible out there as well too, giving back as well too whenever he goes to a different country, supporting locals and stuff like that. So he's definitely somebody that I think that does it right all the way around. So.
I got the time today. I'm looking for all of the things with all of the smoke. All of my goals inside of the scope. I'm taking the hill, then coming for more. Woke up, didn't even stretch out, placing my bets on myself. I be doing the most. Why you always talk like you wanted to go? I ain't gotta speak cause I already know. This ain't new to me, the news to me. I came out the boat beneath. Shine bright like true to me. Of course, you don't wanna fool with me. I got views to see and gifts to use. I got everything to gain and none to lose. And he can burn. Fresh with his burden and yoke. It's like, who's gonna hit the moves? You can't tell me anything. I mean anything. That's for sure. I know my identity is from the go. I told you I already know. You can't tell me anything. I mean anything. That's for sure. I already know. I'm a real one. I was just out there with my cousins. A whole bunch of sharks. We had a shark meet. You feel me? We had a shark meet. We don't one of them ones, baby. This year, you probably not gonna do it next year. So get up off your ass. Go have a meeting with the sharks and do what you gotta do, baby. Let's get it. Right now we are in Sea Point. As you can see, Saturdays and Sundays in Sea Point, always cracking, always something to do. People are outside enjoying life. We're about to go crazy. Today we got something planned for you guys, man. I'm gonna take you guys to another festival type deal. It's really like a day party, but I'm gonna show you guys. Right now we're about to eat at this restaurant. Let's see what food they got, man. You kind of want to be in Sea Point if you want to, if you want to have hella options. If you want to have hella options to do stuff, if you want to have hella options to eat, and just have a good time, Saturdays and Sundays, definitely check out Sea Point. You can really put Mojo's Market in on the actual Uber, and then you can just walk up and down the street. Now, these restaurants are a little bit on the pricier side. I mean, but as you can see, anytime you're around a place like this, it's going to be a little bit more pricey. Man, so the thing about Cape Town is, they have just so many cool restaurants, man. What's going on, man? Oh, good, man. Yeah, man. It's better than a GoPro. Wow. What's up, man? Question, man. When do the girls get here? What time do the girls get here? 7, 8. 7, 8? Is it field? Yo. It's basically the big side. This is the fancy side. Like, they're usually to themselves in a group. Yeah. So it's hard for somebody to just walk up and be like, hey, girl. Okay, cool. Okay, all right, my boy. Hey, I fuck with it, man. What's your name, bro? Jordan. My name is Jared. Nice to meet you, bro. Nice to meet you, man. I'm telling you, man, the people in Cape Town are just absolutely amazing. The energy here is just like they're proud to be here. I can have the rest of that. Nah, that's all shit. Hey, fellas, if you want to impress Bae, take her here, man. She gonna like this little cute shit, bro. Excuse me. What time does this place get like packed? All right, so this place is good at 8 o'clock until 11 o'clock. So y'all make sure y'all come to hurry. Okay, hurry out. You have to make it fancy. Hurry out. Thank you. Thank you too. All right, quick little meal. Gotta love Sunday fun day, man. Definitely y'all gotta come out here to the promenade. Still in Sea Point. I work out here from time to time. People just really cool and lounging, man. A lot of people ask me why I like it out here so much. And I hope you guys can hear me because of the wind. But a lot of people ask me why I like it so much, and it's just the lifestyle. This is a place where I can settle down the easiest, make the easiest transition. A lot of people do talk about the safety. It can get wicked out here. Don't get twisted. I'm good. How you doing? Hello. How's it going? I think I know you. You know me? From where? From football? Nah, I don't play football. All right. From Yes, I'm from the States. Okay, we're back in CBD, man. Got some food. Now that's right. Dispensary.
I thought he was a soccer player.
Mm-hmm.
They go look back and be like, oh, he was a YouTuber.
And I got a special place we take it, guys. All weekend I've been living in the city. Chasing ass and titties. I come in everybody. Shorts on. Jesus Christ, she's dragging them along. Makes you want to ask, is that your ass or your mama have reindeer? Come on, all right? I can't tell you nothing. Whenever you walk in these sketchy areas, walk like you own this motherfucker. What's up, Jack? Yes, sir. I can't call it baby boy. I put some money in my pocket, you did? Yeah, you better walk like you really own some shit, bro. But when that energy change and you in the city, you don't know nothing, nobody can, like really put that shit on, like what's happening? We can get down. If a nigga want to get down, we can get down, nigga. That's our mamas, nigga, dead homies. Feel me? Nigga, the fuck? How you doing, Miss Johnson? All right. You see, the energy can change. You go by old lady, help the old lady out. But anyways, man, enough of the talking. As you can see, I'm fully loaded, but like Herbie, bars. Ugh, that was off the tippy top too. I bought some tickets to a party called Slow Cook Sundays. They only do it every once in a while, man. Y'all make sure y'all check their Instagram out. If you don't know what Slow Cook Sundays is, man, don't worry, because neither do I. But I always look up stuff. I look up events whenever I go to another country, whenever I go to another city. I look and see what's going on. I tap in with a lot of people, especially that I've been here. So I want to say that people recommended me to check this out. But this is like a day party. I definitely think it's going to be a lit time. My boy Zach is going to come through, man. He's from the States. And I'm kind of excited, man, because I'm about 50 followers or subscribers away from 50,000. So hopefully I can hit 50,000 to pay for these shots that I'm about to get if I hit this 50,000. But yeah, man, let's get some work done, all right? Yeah, that's embarrassing. Back at it.
Look, we found the melanin party, man. It was like, I was like, where are our people at? He found them.
He found them.
Black women are beautiful, but let me refocus. Black women are beautiful, but let me refocus.
She want me. Hey, for everybody out there, if you're lonely, it's okay. I'm lonely too. What are you doing on the day?
Is that a thing? Is Valentine's Day a thing?
Take me out my girl. I'm with my woman, it's with my woman. She knows who she is, isn't it?
Maybe I'm single.
So will you be finding someone else?
Not a good looking man around here, so you never know.
What's your plan? Valentine's.
I'm single, but I'm chilling.
Valentine's with my girl.
I'm not doing a goddamn thing. You probably go to a bar, watch a notebook, go to a bar, cry myself to sleep. Yeah, it's another day. That's another day. No reason to be sad, man. All right, so this is my guy, man. Listen to this nigga.
Well, pardon me, young man. Excuse the shit out of my goddamn French, but did you just threaten me?
How you feel about that? I'm one of the ones where I left America in 2017. I was crazy. Then they hit me up. Hey, where you at? Hey, Sam, where you at? Listen, Cape Town, the best fucking town, city. Like, listen, culture, it's like, all right, I'm gonna say it's like little USA.
But everything crazy. But what's the last site that had your money? It's your brother.
Get your money. But not crazy, bread. Like you just gotta have it.
Okay, what it is like housing,
Taxing. But everything else.
follow me on Instagram, Zach Wow, WAO, DACH, WAO.
I got you.
You hungry as shit. You hungry as shit.
They look pretty good, they're real. They're built for speed or for comfort. What you do? You play the motorboat?
Lord,
I can't condone it.
How did we get this on YouTube? This is like Lo siento, everybody. This is
not family friendly, ladies and gentlemen.
There's somebody's family in there, though, Joe. There's somebody's family in this. Like,
For sure. Yeah, I got nothing for that. I'll leave that alone.
You hungry? You hungry? You want some McDonald's? You want some McDonald's? Please. Yeah, I got you. But don't get no Big Mac or nothing, my nigga. Get you like a little McChicken. Where are you? Huh? Yeah, where are you? America. You know where you speaking? I can see. You can tell I'm from America. Yeah. Yeah. I'm from America, man. You want something to eat? Please. Yeah, what you want? What you want to eat? Yeah, I can. Don't worry about the food. I do have some money. How much you need, bro? Any money you can give me. Hold on. You know what? You are the second one because you know someone who speaks in America first. He's the first. Oh, the first. You said you met somebody from America earlier? No, it was 2 years ago. He's DJ French here, right? Oh, DJ French. Oh, word. I ain't got no Billy. He had to shit on me like that.
Oh my God.
Let me see.
I can see my face.
Yeah, man. Say something. Talk.
Oh
Talk to the camera.
my
Talk to the
God.
world. To the world. Say hello, world. Something. Say something.
Hi, my name is William. The way you speak in your slang of talking,
yeah,
you are from the country America because the first one was DJ Fresh.
Yeah,
he's from Chicago.
Word. Shout out
I
DJ Fresh.
meet him in Seafood.
All right, I'm gonna tell DJ. I'm gonna get this to DJ Fresh in Chicago, and I'm gonna show him. You got anything to say to DJ Fresh? DJ Fresh is gonna see this. DJ Fresh is gonna see this, man. What do you want to say to DJ Fresh?
My name William, and I'm still in Cape Town.
All right, tell him shout out DJ Fresh.
I'm still in Cape Town.
Yes, I know you from there.
Oh, I'm the first one to speak like that?
Yes.
Hey, man.
In your language, I can hear you from America.
I am speaking from America.
Right.
Do your thing, bro. Shout out to you, William.
Good job, Lord. You're doing good.
Hey, my man. Shout out my boy William, bro. Go get you something to eat, nigga. Go get you something to eat, man.
Thanks, man.
All right, man. Love you, William.
Now you give me some now. I can keep the rest for my kids also.
Yeah, man, for sure. All right, man. Shout out to them, man.
Hey, like, if I hear you, look at the race because you only know this place.
Nah, I know Kylie. I know everywhere, baby. Cape Flats, everything.
I know where I'm from.
Okay, nah, yeah. You from the jungle, boy. You a real one, boy. You a strong man. You a strong man. Stay smooth, baby. Nah, I'm saying, blessing. Hey, nah, these niggas like they finna rob me. Now you got water in his hand. Hold on. I'm about to get on down. Niggas look like they was walking on the mist. Look. But yeah, man. Shout out to my boy William, man. Shout out, man. Whenever y'all out in the country, I know a lot of people beg and shit like that. But William walked by. He looked sad. He wasn't saying shit. He just walked by. He didn't say shit to me at all. That's why I was like, yo, my man William, man. I fucks with you, dog. But yeah, wait on this food right quick. About to give me some fries. And then take it in, man. I shouldn't be eating this, but fucking nigga. My face is getting clearer. You know what I'm saying? Just like my fish.
All right. I mean, when he went around running around in the neighborhood, we get a chance to see what it looked like. And look, Cape Town is beautiful. They literally have the infrastructure and they have the amazing views. I mean, it looks incredible down there. I want to know how much it costs. I'm told a lot that a good amount of South Africa is affordable. So I'd love to see what that would look like cost wise. But man, great job editing. He's a comedian for sure. You could tell he's definitely a young guy, very passport bro style.
Wait. I'm gonna give my brother some grace right now, man. I would not put the Passport Bro stamp on him. I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that, man. I think this video though, not to cut you off, man. This video was a lot more fun and
yeah, I mean, look, if you want to know what the hot spots are, that video was for that. But you can see that there are other videos, obviously, where he obviously probably talks about the cost of living and other things too. But no, man, it was entertaining, man. This guy is really good at what he does, and like I said, you could see that it's coming out in the numbers. I'm definitely looking to go to South Africa at some point in time in the near future. So I'd love to be able to experience it for myself for sure. Because I'd love to be able to share that with you all. So that's definitely something that's on my list.
Yeah. Likewise, man. South Africa has been on my mind and heart for some time now. As you guys know, I've been to 3 African countries so far, 14 countries total. I've been to Kenya, Tanzania, and Ghana. So I feel like I touched the West, I touched the East, I got to touch the South now. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely going to come and holler at South Africa. It's been flooding my timeline and stuff like that. So if you guys do have any, suggestions and stuff like that in South Africa, please send them, our way for sure. But yeah, man, dope video, really entertaining. Like I said, this one. My bad, Joe. I don't know what your audience will be like. What did you just show? I just seen it, but this is supposed to be educational. I thought we were supposed to do that. Like he has a lot of that content as well too, especially I think as he has matured on the YouTube stage recently as well too. So like I said, it's cool to see his progression and as well. On his channel.
Entertainment, right? You're educational and entertaining at the same time. Look, I think both of those 2 videos had very different very different ways that they approach the topic of living on the continent. One was about leaving the North American continent and moving to the continent of Africa, and the other one was about what it's like living your best young life. And so, I think it's important to kind of see all aspects, and there's something for everybody, right? I'm definitely looking forward to, in the near future, finding a way to get to South Africa for sure. And, I want to get to Kenya and want to get to Nigeria. These are all places I want to go. So I'm going to try my best to make that happen next year. And I would love to do content like this too. So shout out to him. And shout out to the first couple that worked together to build that really well-produced content. On that note, I think I gotta call it, man. I got a long day tomorrow.
For sure,
my eyes are getting heavy. But yeah, I'm glad we got a chance to do this again. I'm always down to come back.
Absolutely, man. Joe, thank you so much, man. I appreciate your time and everything, man. It's always fun having you on the live and collaborating together, man. So TopHill, like I said, make sure you guys, if you haven't already, go over and check out the Authentic African channel. Subscribe, follow him as well too. They do amazing, great work over there. Their mission aligns with our mission as well too. And yeah, man, Joe's going to be, like I said, more regular. I don't even know if I want to call him a guest, man. Like he's going to be pulling up on our show a lot more frequently as well too, man. So yeah, man, I always enjoy to have you on here, man.
Always happy to be here. And it's always a surprise to see what videos we're going to get.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. I probably shocked you this today, man.
It was shocking for sure.
Yeah, it went so dark. We went from here to here. You never know on TopHill, man.
For sure. No, but I mean, like I said, I appreciate all ways of storytelling. And at the end of the day, I think more than anything, it just shows that all different kinds of people are looking for a new life on the continent, right? And I think that's really what it shows. And everybody can see themselves in something. Not everybody sees themselves in me. Maybe some people will see themselves in the two different people who produced the videos that we watched today. On that note, I am going to call it a night.
Yes, sir.
I got a 5 a.m. call I got to do tomorrow morning.
Yeah, go to bed.
Time. I need to
Yeah.
get some sleep. So, but yeah, man, I appreciate you having me on again. And for those of you who don't know who I am and what I'm up to, check me out on my channel and see what we're talking about on Authentic African. I'd love to have you guys all there. So with that, I want to thank you guys all for staying tuned, and I will see you guys all in the next live stream.
All right, man. Round of applause for Joe. Thank you so much, man.
All right, Imani. I'll catch up with you later, man.
All right, bro. Have a good one, man.
All right. Thanks, man.
Peace.
Later. Bye.
Yeah, guys. Yeah. Shout out to Joe, man. Top Hill, we still rocking, man. I'm gonna do one more video for you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more. Let's see. All right. Ooh, how much has been on? Okay, we're gonna stick with this, man. We're gonna stay in South Africa, man. Like I said, we've been talking about moving to out of the West, out of the Matrix into the continent. So I'm gonna stick with this thing, man. So this is from a new YouTuber. We have not reacted to his video before on the channel, but I love checking out new channels as well too all the time and see what's going on. And this title definitely caught my attention. It says, "How much did I spend living in South Africa for 2 months?" I would love to know how much he spent, because as somebody who's aspiring to leave and travel the world and stuff like that, I would be very, very interested to see. And so this is from the Gara and Jembi. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. If you guys are new here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Let's get into it. It will help if I play the audio, right? It's a nice peaceful intro. I ain't gonna lie, it's just soothing. Like that's a good music selection, man. Just setting the tone. On God. Mm. That's not bad. That is not bad. I expected because typically when you fly, even in the continent of Africa from different countries, they're normally taxing you. I'm assuming he probably had like a direct flight from Kigali to Joburg, but that's not bad at all. Huh? Did he just say $550 for an agent? What the hell? Hold up, man. I ain't gonna lie. $70 a night for this one. This is a really nice apartment. I'm not gonna lie. I look at the windows, a lot of natural light, large room, large space, open. Yeah, I like this a lot. Like for a solo traveler, like this is definitely a vibe for sure. Stop. What? Ain't no way, y'all. That has to be wrong. $35 for a champagne sunset cruise? This can't be this can't be right. This can't be right, y'all, right? Like this has to be a typo. Maybe he forgot the one before the 35. Or maybe he knew the boat driver. Incredible. I'm definitely going to subscribe and like the video as well. Really dope video, man. No fluff, got straight to the point. I really appreciate this content, man. I think he did an excellent job. He did a really good job of showing Cape Town and his experience and stuff like that. Wow, man. I think I gotta come to South Africa. I think it's time, y'all. I think it's about that time. I gotta get to South Africa, man. Some just telling me that it's got to be done. I gotta do it. Oh wow, he has another video. It's a short one. I sold everything to travel the world. Okay, now I want to know more about. Now I want to know more about him. Let's check this out real quick. Oh my God. Well, this guy got some balls. I ain't gonna lie. Sold everything. Going off of his own personal money and things that he sold to travel the world. But hey, man, he's living his life. He's living the dream of what he wants. I respect it. I respect it. I respect it, man. It's dope. It looks like he's been to a couple of countries already: Kenya, Ghana. He's from Nigeria, and I remember he said he came from Rwanda in the other video, and of course South Africa. So yeah, man. Best of luck to him and his journey. I subscribe, so I'm supporting you in some way, man. I hope you do get to 1 million subscribers by next Thursday, man. Shout out to you, man. Just stay consistent, keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, man, this is dope, man. Shout out to him. All right, guys. This was a fun episode, man. But we're getting to our time, man. So we got to go ahead and sign off. But I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I want to say a special shout out to Joe once again for pulling up on us today. Shout out to Joe, Authentic African. Shout out to Carmen And yeah, guys, we'll see you guys next week. We got a very special episode for you guys next week, man. You want to be locked in on that one. So yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning in to another one. My name is Imani Raw. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Can you keep a secret for a long, long time? When you awake or sleeping, say my name no time. I don't wanna be my baby, oh, but I got my wife. I know you wanna be my wife. So let me tell you something, and if you relax, and don't be tripping on the fingers on the back. Your friend, them in the ears, them a try love down. I know you like it when I like it from the back. I know you like it from the front and on the side. I don't know why you run up every round. You already do not know what you want to do. I know you want to spend more time, spend more time. I know you want to spend more time. But hey, can you keep a secret for a long, long time? When you're awake or sleeping, say my name no time. I don't want to be my baby, oh, but I got my wife. I know you wanna be my wife. When I'm young, but that no means I'm enough.
We out. Peace.